Hey, good afternoon. It is Thursday afternoon, so I am getting ready for Friday, which Friday fun day, something like that. And I thought I would show you a couple of the really cute things that are going on right now in my room. So the first thing is that if you thought that students were the only ones who liked art, you are wrong. Let me show you the art that I do on my whiteboard to celebrate important theme days. And then I'll give you a sneak peek into how I do it. Tomorrow we are celebrating Dr. Seuss Day, so instead of putting up our must-do ketchups and pickles hippos, I have created thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3, words that are going to show the kids what they need to get done tomorrow morning. So I drew those on the board. Unless you think I'm some incredible artist and you can never aspire to be as great as me, let me show you how I did it. So that's my secret for amazing whiteboard art, and anchor charts and everything. You can hang those up on the board and trace them. Maybe you've heard it before, but now you've seen it in action. Speaking of anchor charts, here's one that I did freehand that I'm really proud of. I am teaching my kids how to add, as you see right behind me, for up to 4 two-digit numbers. And I needed to get an anchor chart to show them some of the strategies that go with it. So I thought of that little meme of the guy who's like, do all the things. Apparently none of my students have seen this meme, so it wasn't as cute as I thought it would be, but I thought it was a good idea. So it starts with, I can add all the numbers, and shows all the strategies. And there's our little friend. And this one, I did not copy. This one I did freehand. So there's our I can add all the numbers strategy chart. It gives us some tips and tricks. I'm pretty proud of that. So before I get into how we're celebrating Dr. Seuss Day and maybe some other things that I've been doing that are awesome, I did want to talk to you about one thing, and that is grants. If you ever see a grant come your way, apply for it. Just always do it. You may not always get it, but you should always apply for it. I have gotten a couple of grants already, and this is only my second year teaching, but I've already gotten a couple of grants that have really helped my classroom. Last year I got one that allowed us to get a bunch of books for our classroom library, as well as a beanbag and a pillow, which was a lot of fun, and additionally some bookshelves, I think, or some buckets to store the books. A classroom library revamp, basically. This year I got a grant that allowed me to get new headphones for my class, because the headphones we were using, we shared with another teacher and they were all falling apart and it was really frustrating. So I wrote a grant talking about how we use the Chromebooks for a bunch of different technology and just like learning enhancement and things like that. And we needed those headphones. We needed each student to have a pair. And so through the grant, I was able to get 18 pairs, and then with my own legislative budget, I bought 7 more pairs, so I have 25 pairs of headphones now. Let me show you the headphones and how I'm storing them, just kind of talk a little bit about those. So here are the headphones we got, and yes, they are in fact teal and hot pink because that was the cheaper version. You could get other colors, but they were a full almost $2 more, so I opted for neon colors and cheaper prices so I could get more. So I have 25 of these headphones. I ordered them on Amazon. They are Noot brand, N-O-O-T, and they're a kid size, but they fit my head too. So if you're looking for your own pair of headphones, they're pretty nice. I like them because the cord is that rope material, which I forget what it's called. And so they're less likely to break. Also, they're adjustable. They go up and down, and they're foam, and they go over the kid's ear so they can turn the volume up nice and loud. Because I have 25 of them and I didn't want the cords wrapped up because the cord getting pulled is how most headphones break, I decided to make a shelf for them. So I went to Walmart and bought these really cheap curtain rods and the attachments for them. And I just hung up 2. So this one's shorter because of the drawers, and then there's a longer one on top. So all the headphones hang here. Right now, I've been asking the kids to keep the little bag ties on them that came with the headphones. Oh, by the way, here's the brand for you if you decide you wanted to look them up. I just got them off of Amazon. Anyway, I've been asking them to keep these on here so that they don't end up headphones everywhere. But to help with the cords not getting tangled, we just came up with a couple of classroom rules. So here's our little rules poster. The first one is hold on to the handle, not the cord. So you never carry it by the cord, you carry it by its handle. I also told them they have to adjust the headphones on their head because I don't want them pulling down and accidentally ripping out the cords here. Headphones are never allowed to go on the floor. And then this is the one that's going to save us from tangling messes here. always take from the top and put back on the bottom. So when you come and first get a headphone, you take from the top, and that means that you're lifting this cord up without any tangling. And then when you're putting them back, you put back on the bottom first so that these ones go on, and then when these ones come on, the cords hang over top of them. So that way we're avoiding too much tangling of cords here. I think that if I end up reducing some of my shelving back here, I might spread those out across the wall, but for now this is working really well. So yay for grants. Also, let's just take a second to talk about how this is what my desk has looked like all week. Things to grade, grades to put into the computer, more things to grade. Oh, what is that? Another test that I need to give and things to grade under that. Worksheets for next week, snacks to keep me alive. Hot mess. Okay, let's talk Dr. Seuss for a second. First of all, I've never celebrated Dr. Seuss Day ever before in my whole entire life, so this is new and exciting for me. Read Across America Week starts or ends on Saturday. I should know that. Whoops. It's Dr. Seuss's birthday on Saturday, so we're celebrating tomorrow by doing a couple Dr. Seuss themed activities. Now, some people go all out and they like dress up and they have a huge party and it's great. But like I said, I've never celebrated this before in my life, so we're just doing something very simple. Let me show you the very, very simple things that I'm going to be doing. Okay, so we're going to start our morning off normal with our morning work, which is what is right here with the thing 1 and thing 2 and thing 3. We'll take our test, our spelling test, and then we've been talking about cultures from around the world, and we talked about games from around the world, so we're making our own little Moncala game. Go out to track. For reading workshop, this is where it's going to become Dr. Seuss themed. I'll show you all the things we're doing for that. Lunch, have a little class meeting, another Dr. Seuss themed STEM activity. They go to library and recess, and then we have a collaborative coloring page, also Dr. Seuss themed. We'll watch a little Dr. Seuss movie so I can get my grades input, how do you even say that? I don't know. And kids can catch up on tests, and then actually we won't end up having story time tomorrow. We'll just go home. So there is our day. So let me give you some details. Okay, so tomorrow for reading workshop, instead of our regular backwards spelling and word work, we have, for your amusement, a Dr. Seuss themed word search, Dr. Seuss themed math problems, and a Dr. Seuss themed coin memory game, as well as our writing station has Dr. Seuss roll a story. So they'll still go to all the same centers. It'll just be Dr. Seuss related activities instead of our regular activities. I don't have anything to show you for the STEM project. For the STEM project, we're doing a cat in the hat stacking activity. So you use red solo cups and white pieces of paper and tell the kids to build the tallest tower they can. And they'll figure out that if they put a piece of paper in between each cup, they can stack the cups taller than if they just stack the cups on top of each other. So I'm going to run to Walmart and get solo cups and index cards so we can do that. And then, so the other thing that we're going to be doing is a collaborative coloring page. So it's a Dr. Seuss quote, and you can tell from the grids on here how it's split up. So basically each one of those squares is actually its own color. So it just color the poster. This is from England, I just discovered. Then they cut out the square and they write their name on the back. And then once we put them all together, it should make a cute little poster. So I just need to make sure that before I show or tell them to do it, that I tell them it's going to all come together. And it needs to be really beautiful, so I won't be sad to have to hang it on my wall. We are going to hang it right there in that big empty space over the door. So we'll work on that together, and then we'll just watch a little 30-minute Dr. Seuss movie to round out the day. And I'm the worst because I totally forgot to tell you one thing. One of my reading center station things is read to yourself. And so one of the teachers and I both went to 2 different public libraries and we collected an absurd amount of Dr. Seuss books. And I've also invited all the kids to bring their own Dr. Seuss books. So we'll read all the Dr. Seuss books tomorrow during that reading time. Guys, tomorrow is March. That's a beautiful thing. So here's a fast-paced video of me updating my calendar. Lest you get carried away thinking teacher life is this amazing glamorous thing, which sometimes it is, I wanted to show you the real glamour behind the scenes. It is, I don't even know what time, 6:15, so my kids have been gone for almost 3 hours now, and I'm still sitting here at my desk, and this is what I'm doing. I'm going to grade those piles, and now I'm inputting these grades and watching a show, because what better to do on a Thursday night than take your shoes off at your desk and put grades into the computer and grade other worksheets? Isn't that everyone's favorite Thursday night activity? Now let's make one thing completely clear. I am not trying to brag or say that I stay later than all the other teachers or I do so much work. This is normal, people. Just because I'm the only one in the school building doing this does not mean I'm the only one doing this right now. There are plenty of teachers in their very own homes right this second. I have hair falling out of my head, who are grading and watching shows and watching children, making dinner and trying to be everywhere at once. And I just, wow. Shout out to all the good people of the world who are doing extra things that I don't even have to do and doing it twice as well as I do. You guys are awesome. Anyway, since I'm going to be here for a while grading and doing things, guys, words are not my strong suit, in case you have not noticed yet. And if you haven't been with me for a while, you're going to find out soon. Anyway, I think I'll close this off now. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the things that are going on and some of my ideas for Dr. Seuss Day. And I hope that if you're doing grades, things are going well for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment, of course, if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to answer them or get your feedback. I think be nice. Anyway, that's all I have for today. See ya.